Good afternoon, it's Gemma, back in Claybury Woods where I live after my adventure in Arica and the Isle of Gia. Been back a week now. It's taken me a week for my skin to recover from being so weather beaten, but it was a fantastic experience. I've just come out today with a tent, some food and drink, and my list of plans for the near future, just to have a think and a bit of time away. I dropped a lump of concrete on my toe yesterday when I was gardening, and I thought I'd actually smashed and broken 3 of my toes, but fortunately I've just badly bruised the big one. It is quite painful, so I won't be venturing far today. Might not even get the tent out. It's just, I miss this weighted walking. I've got used to walking with the pack, and since Christmas I've lost quite a lot of weight, which was one of my aims for this year. And I forget that there's people and dogs everywhere you turn in these woods, and it's a Friday night tonight, so it's probably not the best night to do an overnighter, but we'll see. I haven't bought a sleeping bag, but I've got a sleeping mat and Chinese foil, nice pillow, and my emergency blanket, and Puffy, and my what's it called, merino wool top, in case I do decide to stay out. I can smell all the wild garlic coming up. Divine little shoots. Careful here. I thought I'd have a look at a place I found in the winter that's kind of round the back of the park. Here's the tree roots. It's nice and sheltered, but a bit boggy, I'm afraid, and I'll be pitching the tent on top of these fresh shoots, which I don't want to do. So let's go and find somewhere else. Right, this feels like a really lovely little spot. Just under a tree here. There's a lot of branch debris on the ground, but I'm sure I'll be able to clear a little space for my tent or a ground sheet. It's quite secluded here. I've decided I'm just going to put a ground sheet down and my Chinese foil mat down there, because it's not massively relaxing here. Got the drilling, road noise, music. It's a nice day, probably one of the first nice days temperature wise of the year, so the noise always seems to ramp up then. You can hear the lovely birds and everything, but I don't know. It just becomes more unbearable to me. Made a cosy little camp here. What I was thinking is if I want to stay the night and I can't be bothered to put the tent up, I could actually make a bivvy bag out of this big ground sheet I've got, by using the branches of this tree. I think it's big enough to do like an A-frame shelter with a floor. I'm going to get some tea on. I've got my little Pomando sit mat as an extra layer of warmth for my bum. And I've got my down slippers on. Yeah, this is cosy. It's supposed to be raining first thing in the morning. Depending on how lazy I feel, I may stay. Just love being with the birds and the trees. Not quite sure what tea I've got today. It was just a loose tea bag in my collection of drinks here. I was just thinking back to when I used to mistakenly put hot containers on this ground sheet. Of course it melts, but being a novice at camping, I didn't realise, well, I wasn't being mindful enough. So it just kind of reminds me of how much I've come on, really, because these little things, little mistakes you make can cause a lot of damage to your gear. It's just so nice to be able to take this time out. You're laying right next to the ground. You notice all kinds of little lives going on. The insects, the leaves. And this is what silver therapy or forest bathing is all about. Just sitting or laying and allowing all of your senses to absorb the environment and nature around you. I've decided I'm going to start a silver therapy blog, and I've been told that's the best way to start a business as a silver therapist. And it's a couple of years now since I've written anything seriously. The last thing I wrote was a collection of poetry, which took 3 years. Yeah, I love this form of relaxation so much, and I think the benefits are so great. that I just want to spread what I've learnt for the people. How many of us have got one of these? Never-ending list of things to do, ideas, plans. Mine goes on forever. And it's helpful, and I do take action on things, but I don't know. What I want is actually very simple, more of what we've been doing today. This bee's been hanging around all afternoon. There we go, leave no trace. Just a little flat piece of ground where I was sitting. Wow, that was nasty getting out of there. All the brambles are just starting to spring up, and I nearly got my hair pulled out by the tree. I never get away without having some kind of scrape. Just want to find this lovely tree full of blossom. I think it's that one. There's another one around here. Maybe it's that one. Oh, I'm hungry now. I can see it. Let's go around this corner. Yeah, so I'd just like to thank everybody who's watched, and if you do enjoy my videos, please do like and subscribe. You can see it in the distance. Isn't that magnificent? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so do look out in the posts section for my silver therapy blog details, and I'll be starting that up very soon. Oh, I do love it when I see some wild daffodils. Gorgeous. And I think I'm going to be planning more little adventures around the country. I've decided, even if it's just a couple of days away. Look at all these. It's the first time I've seen daffodils in this park. It's just amazing to see them all among the grass, just randomly sprinkled. There's lots of holes here. Not sure if it's rabbits or badgers. I've got my recyclable bag out now so I can pick up some litter. Plenty of that, as well as all these treasures to see. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye.